afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the Sports Box, where the only opinion that matters is right here. I am Mike, aka Hammonton Mike, getting you started through another episode of fun-filled stuff. You have no idea what's coming, but we have a good time with it anyway. We're going to talk a little sports today, but first, behind-the-scenes look. The Sports Box has obtained the full scenario of the Gino Smith altercation that fortunately had broken his jaw in the locker room and left him out for 6 to 10 weeks. This is how it went down, and this is what we're going to show you in the reenactment. I must tell you, although it looks very, very real in certain situations of this clip, it is not real. It is a reenactment. The actors are not real. They are paid. They're not even paid professionals. They are just actors involved in a reenactment. Okay? So, do we have that clip handy? We have it handy. Let's go to the reenactment of the Gino Smith punch. What was that? Oh man, you'll be getting up in my face, man. I had hard practice today. You know who I am? I'm Gino Smith, man. I'm starting quarterback for the Jets. Don't get in my face about $600 nail line tickets. No, man, no, don't give me that. Don't give me that. Don't give me that, boy. Don't give me that. But you tell him Gino Smith $600. Come here, man. Don't you wait. Don't you turn your back on me. You talking about $600 nail line tickets? I'll tell you what. You know, it's just amazing how real technology is and how they can make that so realistic like you're in a locker room. Thank you to all the guys behind the scenes at the Sports Box for that. We just thought we'd bring that to you because, you know, we're always bringing new stuff to you. Let's start off with the Eagles preseason preview. I know we're in the Philadelphia area. Let's talk about what happened in the game yesterday. Some certain guys that stuck out to me that I'll give grades real quick to. I don't want to bore you with every little detail about it, but I'm just going to run down some players and some positions. Sanchez, I'm going to give Sanchez a D+. He was overthrowing a lot of guys. He really didn't look comfortable in there at all. He will be the #2 quarterback this year, but for a first preseason game, he didn't look comfortable at all. Nelson Aguilar, big upside for the Eagles. I gave him an A. He looked really good on his patterns, nice and crisp, sharp, some good catches. Even Miles Austin, you know, gave a little bit of effort, which is good to see out of a guy who's been around the league so long and a journeyman. But the receivers for the Eagles so far look good. Unfortunately, Jordan Matthews dropped a couple balls, but I don't think it's anything to be concerned about. It's first preseason game. It's not anything to worry about. This was second or third game of the year. Yeah, just be worried about it. But for right now, I think Jordan Matthews is going to be fine. Let's go to the quarterbacks real quick. You know, besides Sanchez, obviously, the situation between Barkley and Tebow is really raising some eyebrows. I think Barkley looked really good yesterday. Other than the first series to get a little rolling, he looked pretty good. He looked, you know, as good as Barkley's going to be. He's been there 3 years, comfortable with the system, knows what he's doing, and you know he's fighting for his job. So I think that's a big thing too. And Tebow, you know, the first series he came out, he looked good. He looked like maybe Tebow's changed his act a little bit, but you know, the next couple series he went back to the same old Tebow. Look, for all the Tebow fans out there, okay, great guy, nothing personal against the guy. I'm just telling you, he can't play football the way of a quarterback. He wants to go to a tight end? Absolutely. Guy's an athlete. Guy could probably catch some passes and be a good tight end. Guy's a horse. But he's not an NFL quarterback. He's got a slow release. He tries to make plays running out of the pocket. You're not going to make plays in the NFL doing that. Okay? Just let me get the rant light on for you. Okay? But with Tebow, he is a good athlete. He is not an NFL quarterback. For all you ladies out there who thinks he's hot, that's great. For all you people out there who thinks he's a great person to relate to in the way of prayer and a good guy and the abstinence thing, that's great, but we're talking football here. He's not a football quarterback. Get it through your head, people. Stop the Tebow chance for a third-string quarterback. How many times have you seen a third-string quarterback in a preseason game have to calm the crowd down, quiet the crowd down? It's unbelievable. I've never understood Tebow mania. I guess I never will. But in those two senses, I think Barkley should make the team in any sense. Parkey, okay, missed an extra point at field goal. I don't think it's time to hit the panic button yet. Extra points a little longer this year, that's fine, but I don't think it's time to hit the panic button yet. Maybe after the third preseason game, if it stays like this, maybe you start shopping some kickers around, but I don't think you worry about Parkey. The defensive backs, I give them a C. They looked a little bit better. They should be better this year with the addition of Maxwell from Seattle. They're going to rotate some guys around, row a little bit, and, you know, get some guys in there. But I think their defensive backs should be fine. But it's going to be the big test. It's going to be the makings of, is their defensive secondary going to be better than last year? Obviously, it can't be worse. But if it is better, they're going to be a top 10 defense. If they're not as good, and they're just mediocre, his team's going to be, or the defense is going to be mediocre. That's just the way I take it. Marcus Smith, hey, there is a Marcus Smith sighting. Last year's first round, or the draft pick for the Eagles from Chip Kelly's boy. He had a couple nice sticks in the red zone yesterday, so is it a good sign? Absolutely. From what he did last year, he barely got on the field. He didn't get on the field at all. So for him to do something even minor as that's a big plus. So we'll see how that pans out. The linebackers, you really didn't have a lot of your starters in there. You know, Kiko Alonso's still out. You know, D'Amico Ryans, things like that. In fact, I think they're going to be okay as well. I think this front seven is going to be nasty that they have right now. The way they looked yesterday with the Cox and different things like that, they got a good rush. So it's going to be definitely very interesting. Some other news in football and around the NFL. Northwestern, the football players last year had filed a case to try to become union in order to get paid. The whole logic is with college players and different athletes and different events should get paid for their, for what they do when they go on the road. I agree to that to a point, but in all honesty, right now the judge ruling stands with Northwestern cannot form a union to be paid. So we'll see what happens on that. They file an injunction to try to appeal it. We'll see what happens. Should be interesting. Philip Rivers signs a big deal. There's a guy who's, bitching and moaning about staying in San Diego and leaving to go to LA, which the Chargers are rumored to be going to LA next year. Philip Rivers says he doesn't want to go, but in any sense, he signed a 4-year deal the other day for $84 million, $65 guaranteed. Well, I guess it doesn't matter, Phil. Or if you do leave and go to LA, you're going to be a lot happier with all that money and those 8 kids. The Redskins announced they will not, and I repeat, will not change their name. They will have to go through a court appealing if it happens to be changed. But I think this is smart for them. I'm an old school guy. I like the Redskins name and all. If it offends some people, well, it's been in place for so long. Why is it a big issue right now? That could impact the new stadium deal that the Redskins are trying to get with the name the Redskins. So we'll see. Stay tuned for that. That should be interesting. And yesterday, you want to say it was history. I guess you could say it was history. Yesterday, you got a taste of the first woman referee in the NFL and the first women's assistant coach with the Arizona Cardinals. Now, not trying to rock the boat at all, and I won't rock the boat at all. I'm saying women in any kind of sport and any kind of thing, if they want to do it, fine. If they can do it, I have no problem with it. Referee in the league, I have no problem with it. Assistant coach in the league, I have no problem with it at all. If they can do the job, more power to them. So congratulations to those 2 ladies for being the first in their selective areas to be the first women in what they do. And congratulations to Jason Day yesterday after a tearful ending at the PGA National Whistling Straits. Jason Day won his first major. He's only been in the PGA for a certain amount of time now. He's always been known as the winningest golfer never to win a major. I don't know what the hell that means, but congratulations, Jason Day, and I appreciate the cry yesterday. It was very nice. So that's all the time we have for the Sports Box today. We want to keep you updated, keep you informed of what's going on today because you're loyal fans. You listen to me. You're still here for me. I appreciate that. Tell your friends, get people watching the Sports Box because remember, the only opinion that matters, well, is right here. Thanks for watching. Mike Galletta out. Keep an eye for some specials coming up and keep an eye out for some new Sports Boxes. All right? See ya!